Hi, welcome to Menu's Kitchen. My name is Manuela, also known as Menu. Today I'm going to share with you my recipe for healthy, gluten-free banana oat chocolate chip muffins. Okay, so let's get started. This is what you will need: a large bowl, a hand blender, 2 muffin trays with 12 silicone muffin liners in each tray. I use silicone because if you use the paper muffin liners, the muffins will stick to the paper. So I recommend the silicone muffin liners, or you can lightly grease the muffin trays. Preheat your oven at 350 degrees. This recipe will make 24 muffins. They will bake for 20 to 23 minutes depending on your oven temperature. And once the muffins have been cooked fully, you can freeze them for up to 2 to 3 weeks. Let's start off with the wet ingredients. You will need 2 cups plain Greek yogurt, 4 large bananas, or in this case I'm using 6 small bananas, 4 large eggs, a splash of pure vanilla extract. Now you can use more if you'd like. If you like the taste of vanilla, go ahead. You can use a teaspoon if you'd like. And 8 tablespoons pure maple syrup. If you don't have maple syrup, you can also use 8 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay, now these are the dry ingredients. 2½ cups of oat flour, 1⅓ cups of quick oats, ½ cup of ground flax, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a ½ teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. If you like cinnamon, you can put more in, 1 cup dark chocolate chips, and 1 cup of chopped walnuts. This is optional. Okay, so now all the wet ingredients are in my bowl. I'd like to mention that the bananas should be ripe. Also, I did add the cinnamon and I added the salt along with the wet ingredients, and now I'm ready for the blending. I usually blend in the sink to avoid any splattering. Now the blending is complete, and as you can see, the mixture is quite liquidy, and I am now ready to add the dry ingredients. I have added the dry ingredients now, and I'm just going to be stirring until the mixture is well mixed, but just make sure that you don't over stir. Now that I have completed mixing, we're ready to scoop out the batter into the muffin cups. I use an ice cream scoop to pick up the batter, and again I gently glide the batter out with a spoon. And then at the very end you'll have leftover batter, and what you can do is just add more batter to all of the muffin cups, because these muffins don't rise too much. Okay, now I'm almost finished filling the muffin cups. I'm just topping them up with the extra batter that I have. The muffin trays have now been filled, and I'm waiting for the oven to preheat to 350. Once that is done, I will place the muffin trays in the oven. They will bake for 20 to 23 minutes depending on your oven. Once that's completed, you will take them out of the oven, allow them to cool for a few minutes, and then just take the muffins out of the silicone cups to allow to cool further. The muffins are now ready. What I'll do is I'll allow them to cool for a few minutes, then remove them from the silicone cups. What I usually do is keep just a few so we can enjoy them nice and fresh, and the rest I freeze in an airtight container, and they could be frozen for up to 2 to 3 weeks. I hope that your family will enjoy these muffins as much as my family does, and thank you so much for joining me in Menu's Kitchen.